Good evening. I'm Sadaf Ibrahim, and you're watching CPC TV. We have a guest here with us today. He's a very active community leader with a passion in volunteering. And recently, he received an award. So we will ask him about his award, his volunteer work, and his other activities. So let me welcome my guest, Ranjith Mathew.
Thank you, Sadaf Ibrahim. Thank you, CPC TV, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Ranjit, for your time. And first, I would like to say congratulations for being the 2022 award winner.
Thank you again, Sadaf. So that was an award given by the Faces magazine, Ottawa People's Choice, for the title of
Mm.
Business Development Professional. I was so fortunate to receive this award. Being a new immigrant in this country, this is something, a great achievement for me. So I first of all thank the entire community and the people who supported me to win this award.
Yeah, that's it's amazing, Ranjit. Like we are proud of you. It's a really good news. So tell us about yourself, Ranjit, briefly.
So, as you know me for many years, I've been in the education industry. So, let's say, as a new immigrant, I was so fortunate to get into the Canadian education industry. I was working with a private career college for over 5 years in the title of employment and manager for student practicum placements.
Hmm.
This was a great exposure for me as a new immigrant in Canada. I was able to connect with many potential employers and help and mentor so many new graduates and new immigrants finding their future employment. So, over this period of 5 years, I must have mentored and helped over 1,000 students and job seekers finding their future jobs. So that was the job I was doing for last 5 years. Recently, I moved into a new position.
Okay, so can you tell us about your new position and like right now where you're working with, like with which company?
Yes, for sure. So at present, I'm working as a business development manager for Neolor Networks. Neolor Networks is one of the oldest IT help desk security solution provider based in Ottawa. We are 22 years strong here in Ottawa. We also have an office in US. Primarily, our focus is in small, medium businesses and nonprofit organizations who doesn't have their own IT department, or say they have an individual IT officer, but that person doesn't able to manage the entire IT. So then we act like their IT department and then support them with all the help desk, anything in networking, firewall, server management. You can say it's a one-stop shop for all
Hmm.
the IT needs.
So I mean you I mean you enjoy like sorry you joined this company like recently, right? This
Yeah, so I moved to this organization 6 months back, and
okay.
now I am looking after the North American market, especially Ontario region, for the business development. So I engage all the stakeholders, community leaders, and decision makers, and then help them to identify their future IT service provider.
That's great. Okay, Ranjit, tell us more about your volunteer activity. I mean, we know you do lots of volunteer activity. So, like, could you explain more your work with the community, like your volunteer work?
Yes. Um, yes, thank you, Sadaf. So, as you notice, I do a lot of community activities. And the reason why I'm doing that is when I was a new immigrant, so many people, individuals, organizations supported me to achieve what I am today. So, my give back to the community is by volunteering and supporting those organizations and those who are struggling. So what I do these days, so let's say in 2017 I was fortunate to be the president of a youth leadership organization called Junior Chamber International. So Junior Chamber International, in short, we call it JCI. So JCI Ottawa, I was the president of 2017, which helped me to get a lot of exposure here in the Ottawa market, connected with a lot of other leaders. We're doing a lot of charity activities, leadership, mentorship, training programs. After that turn, I started volunteering for World Skills, which is employment settlement organization. I also volunteer for OCISO, then Pinecrest Queensway Community Center, Vanier Community Center, St. Lawrence Employment Center. You just name it, any employment
Mm.
organizations here in Ottawa. I am affiliated with them as a mentor and support all the new immigrants, all the job seekers, international students who is struggling to find employment or not able to connect with the right mentors or the right employers. So I act like a connector and do a lot of mentoring activities these days.
That's really great. And now, just like share with us your future plans, especially for the to support for new immigrants and newcomers.
Oh, that's a great question. So giving back is something, we all have to learn, and that is what I am doing on my after hours. So this award is something which motivated me to give back more to the community. So what I'm planning to do is, so I used to meet at least one or two new international students or immigrants on a daily basis. So that's taking a lot of my time after hours. So I am planning to have a virtual networking event twice a month, inviting all these settlement organizations or immigrant supporting organizations, so that I can be the connector to those students or new job seekers, and then help them finding their future goals.
That's great. And Ranjit, before I let you go, any message for especially for new immigrants, newcomers, especially for our youth, like youth, our young kids. Anything you want to say?
That's that's a great question again. Yes, definitely. I have a message to say that don't be shy. Just think that if you are back in your own home countries, how challenging it is to meet a decision maker or to find your employment. Think that this is the same scenario here. You are in a new place, in a new city, and you don't know any decision makers. So all you have to do is start connecting with the right decision makers by networking. So I encourage all the new immigrants, international students, to start volunteering and show what you can do, what you are capable of. By doing these volunteering activities, you can seek some great mentors, great references, which may lead you to an employment opportunity. So come out from your comfort zone, start networking, if it is virtual or the real after this pandemic. Start building contacts on social platforms like LinkedIn, interact with them on a frequent basis, and then that will lead you to an employment.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Ranjit. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for being with us.
It's a pleasure for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Same to you.